This is KGW News at 11.
Well, we saw some on and off showers today with occasional moments of heavy rain, and we have more rain possibilities on the way to start your work week. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Adams. Joe Ranieri joining us right off the top here. What can folks expect to start the week, Joe?
Well, judging by that windshield, we're going to be seeing a lot of that over the next couple of days. Rain showers, and some of those rain showers will be heavy at times over the next couple of days, especially late Tuesday into Wednesday. But this is our next weather system that's going to be moving onshore here really throughout parts of tomorrow, and really the first part of Monday is going to be more dry than wet. Those showers will start to increase by the really early part of the afternoon and into the evening hours. So here we are, 6 a.m. Some of you might be on spring break. Congratulations if you get to enjoy the next several days off. Temperatures right around the low to mid 40s, but right around the late morning, early part of the afternoon, those showers will start to increase. And with those showers on the valley, the higher elevations, we'll be seeing several inches of new snow, and those showers will be kind of here and there throughout part of the later part of the night tomorrow and into Tuesday as well. Tuesday basically starts off more dry than wet as well, but a stronger system will be moving onshore heading into Tuesday night and into Wednesday. We'll gradually warm up and gradually see some really nice weather heading into the next couple of days. So low 50s tomorrow. We'll be looking at the low 60s toward the end of the week. It gets even nicer for Easter Sunday. I'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
All right, we're looking forward to that. And like Joe said, spring break is here for many Oregon students, and whether you're flying out of PDX or hitting the road, Ashley Grams has the details on what you need to know before you leave home.
Hundreds of thousands of travelers are expected to make their way through PDX in the next 2 weeks. We talked to a few families headed out for spring break.
The last week of March means no school for many students in Oregon.
We're going to Palm Springs for spring break.
Ian is a 5th grader headed out for some warmer weather.
When I'm down there in Palm Springs, I like to get in the pool and swim.
Amira is a 2nd grader. She's also looking forward to some sunshine.
If it's nice outside, I would like to swim.
Between March 22nd and April 7th, PDX is expecting over 800,000 travelers to pass through the airport.
But it seems like the TSA is the line's moving pretty quickly, so kids should be on their way shortly.
But the busiest days are yet to come. PDX expects to see the most travelers on Thursday and Friday.
They're headed over to Boston, so thankfully we've got them on a red eye.
Anthony Lawley's son is leaving on a spring break trip with his classmates.
They're going to hit the ground running first thing in the morning.
But not everyone is hopping on a plane.
A 2-3 hour drive.
James is in 3rd grade. He's visiting Portland for the week.
We did some fun stuff. Today we went to OMSI.
For those hitting the road, gas prices have risen about 40 cents a gallon since last month. And according to AAA, gas prices in Portland are about 50 cents higher than the national average. Ashley Grams, KGW News.
We're still trying to learn more tonight about a homicide in the Hawkinson area, and the Clark County Sheriff's Office needs your help in tracking down this truck you see on your screen. Last night around 7, the Sheriff's Office was called about a woman being shot in her home located between Northeast 119th and 182nd Avenue. Her husband found her in the home dead with multiple gunshot wounds. A 2001 black Ford F-150 was stolen from the scene. If you happen to see this truck, call 911 and do not approach the person driving. Police say they may be armed and dangerous. And we're waiting on police to give more details on a shooting in southeast Portland. Officers and EMS were called just before 6 to southeast Ramona and 84th. A victim has been reported, but we didn't know their condition. While cities across the U.S. struggle with an increase in homelessness, one University of Oregon study is looking into how housing insecurity can impact your health. The study includes health tests, questionnaires, and information about people's life history and background. Researchers want to figure out not only the ways it affects health, but what changes can be made to improve a person's well-being. So far, the results provide a harsh reality of what many people that are homeless face.
Everybody who's experiencing houselessness is struggling with the stress and insecurity of not knowing where you're going to sleep at night and not knowing if you're going to be hassled at night. So a lot of sleep issues.
Weaver says they're planning on doing a presentation with local officials about the findings of the study. The hope is it will spark change in the form of more health equity for those facing housing insecurity. Well, the COVID-19 pandemic hit arts and cultural institutions in the state of Oregon hard, and many have yet to fully recover. But millions of dollars from multiple sources are on the way to help out. Earlier this week, I spoke with one of the organizations giving out millions and an institution receiving some much-needed funding. Director Brian Fariso of the Portland Art Museum lights up when discussing what art means to humanity.
It gives us joy, it gives us hope, it gives us beauty, it gives us intellectual stimulation.
But that beauty was mostly taken away by stay-at-home orders and social distancing policies during the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic hit institutions like the Portland Art Museum hard, and the recovery has taken longer than expected.
We felt it was maybe a 3 to 4 year process, and maybe it's 5 or 6.
But now, almost exactly 4 years since the onset of the pandemic, a $52 million lifeline is on the way from 2 art grantors and the Oregon legislature. $20 million is coming from the Oregon Community Foundation.
We are just so excited to not just merely be keeping arts institutions alive, but helping them rebuild to a more joyous and sustainable future.
$1.6 million will be going to the Portland Art Museum.
I was relieved. It's been challenging to make sure that expenses equal revenues, and we've been trying to think strategically and creatively of how to make it all work. And this has been a huge investment in our organization, and we're so grateful.
The museum will use the funds to bolster operations as it continues construction on the new Rothko Pavilion. The Portland Opera, Portland Center Stage, Oregon Ballet, the Oregon Symphony, and many others will also receive funding.
We're saying today, we hear the struggle that you've been in, and we believe that you too are important for us as a state to thrive.
Well, speaking of the arts, a pair of young filmmakers from Eugene are already making a name for themselves. The two are preparing to screen their movie called The Boy Who Never Tangoed in early April at the Eugene Art House Theater. They finished the film just days before graduating high school last year. Since then, it's been screened at multiple film festivals and has won several awards.
I think once making this movie and seeing that, against all odds, we were able to pull it off, I think definitely certified the idea that this is a life passion,
This is all I want to do.
Yeah.
Is just make films like this, and the fact that we've already made one is amazing.
Well, it cost them just under $2,000 to make that film. They hope they can inspire others to pursue their dreams, no matter how unlikely they may seem.
It's not registering in my head at the moment. We grow up wanting to do these things, wanting to be like, Mom, can we buy tickets to go watch? And now I'm in it, so it's surreal, and I'm very proud of my team that we got to this point.
Well, the Oregon State Beavers have punched their ticket to the Sweet 16. About 7,200 fans, a postseason record, packed Gill Coliseum in Corvallis to watch the Oregon State women beat 6th-seeded Nebraska 61-51. They got there through gritty defense and a key fourth-quarter stretch without their best player on the floor.
I saw my teammates going on a run. I'm like, oh, I don't need to go back in right now. I'm glad you didn't sub me back in because I didn't need to be subbed back in. They were going on their run. They were playing phenomenal defense. To me, it was hitting shots. Lily was hitting shots. I mean, I didn't need to be out there. And that's the uniqueness of this team is that if we have a player go down, any player go down, we have other players that can step up.
The Beavers tallied their second most blocks in program history in an NCAA tournament game with 10. Well, next up, the team will head to Albany, New York to face either 7th-seeded Ole Miss or 2nd-seeded Notre Dame. Orlando has a full recap of all of this weekend's matchups coming up after our show on Sports Sunday.